everybody. It's Allie, and welcome to our Y&R Chat for Sunday, November 31st, 2025. Well, I'll be damned. Victor's about to roll up to the club. I imagine he's got a limo driver, right? Waiting right outside. I mean, it's not like he parked at the meter and stood there putting in coins like a chump. He's definitely got a limo driver as backup. Probably also 3 security goons waiting outside the door. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Oh. Well, I'm glad to see Victor there. I'm glad to see somebody ready to get down to business. This week had a major fake out to begin with, because where we last left off on the LA saga, Matt and Sharon were in the hotel room together waiting for Nick. She said she called him. I wasn't sure if she called him at all. But when we jumped into this week, we jumped right to Nick and Sharon outside of some kind of trashed alleyway, like a drug binge flop spot. I don't know. And we were flashing back to the hotel room with Matt, aka Mitch, and whatever happened in there. Mitch Matt was luring Nick and Sharon into some kind of scavenger hunt for Noah's life. He gave Nick a baggie of drugs and told him to go find his son, which was super weird and super random. Super villain. I don't know what kind of game is going on here. Like, I was thinking maybe he was trying to set Nick up, maybe for possession, giving him the drugs and then setting him up for possession. But then the cops arrived and they were clearly hip to what was going on. But are they just playing along? That's the question I have, because Sharon confronted the hot cop and she said, "Are you sure we can trust you?" And I'm definitely not sure what the answer to that question is, because on the one hand, we know he is on Matt's payroll, or is at least pretending to be, because we saw him taking the bribe money. And he was also the last person who we saw with Noah. And he could absolutely be taking Nick and Sharon on some kind of wild goose chase. But there's also every possibility that the cops are cops and they're completely sincere. I don't know. I don't even know if Mitch is Matt or Matt is Mitch. I don't know. Whichever way it turns out, if Mitch is Matt or Matt is Mitch or neither or all of the above, he's clearly a shady dude, probably destined for the grave. Victor waited until after he had his Thanksgiving turkey before he went to hop on the jet to go save the day in LA. Biggest turkey they've ever had, Nikki said. I find that hard to believe. Okay. Even bigger than Miguel's, Mickey? I sincerely doubt it. Just saying. I bet the feasts were bigger back in the day. That's all I'm saying. The Newmans are so humble, though. You know, they're having the biggest turkey they've ever had, but they're still so very aware that most commoners have far less. You know, they were very gracious. Gracious about all their wealth. Well, Nikki looked beautiful in her yellow roses. Her styling is so gorgeous lately, just absolutely on point. I thought everybody looked looked gorgeous, but I'm thinking of Victoria. Clearly thinking of Victoria. But Chelsea too, I love her style. I was happy to see Adam and Chelsea looking so happy together, and I love the sense of the kids being outside, ice skating on the pond on Thanksgiving Day, and Adam putting on his skates to go out there and join them. It's cute. It's winter. But still, the window looked like fall, though. Through the window, still looked like fall. There's not really any ice in the fall for the lake to be frozen enough to skate on it, but I'll forgive it. Oh. And yeah, I mean, Victoria's gorgeous. Nate is gorgeous. They look like such a nice couple. Victoria invited Nate to the party knowing that Victor does not approve of him, but I just think that is so much ado about nothing. I mean, why do we still have to care at all about Victor's opinion of who Victoria is dating? I mean, she's not really even dating. Victor approving or disapproving of Victoria's life and decisions and boyfriends, and it's as overcooked as a dry turkey. The Claire thing was fresh, doing it to Claire was a little more fresh, but Victoria, I mean, who cares? Who cares anymore? Oh, and whatever disagreement that Victor and Nate had anyway was so long ago, I barely remember it. But I thought that it was kind of odd that Adam and Chelsea were like, oh, Victoria and Nate, is he just a friend, really? They were kind of needling her a little bit about what was going on between her and Nate, and I thought, well, geez. Cole died like 2 months ago, tops. Do we really need to be giggling over her new boyfriend? I'm still grieving here. Let me tell you something that never gets old, to me anyway. An old-fashioned Abbott family Thanksgiving dinner. Man! I love that. It just makes me feel all warm and cozy inside. As cozy as a spicy cider. That dining room was decked. There were so many pies. I love the warmth of the Abbott family. There's just something so accessible about it all. I mean, I really feel like I could walk up to the front door, that beautifully decorated fall front door, and I just know that they would welcome me in. Tracy would welcome me in for sure. Ashley would be like, go away. Diane would be like, I don't think so. But Tracy would welcome me in with open arms. And I know that because Tracy and Diane were so kind to Sally, who is a little bit of an outsider on Thanksgiving, a little bit of awkwardness she was bringing with her on Thanksgiving. I mean, who knew that Sally Spectra had a pumpkin pie complex? Her pumpkin pie had to be better than everyone else's. Her pumpkin pie won a blue ribbon, damn it, and she wanted acknowledgement. Even if she had to schedule a taste test to do it. I thought that was cute. I thought it was charming. I thought it was a nice little bit of light-hearted framing for the Thanksgiving occasion. And I would definitely rather drink a spicy Sally than eat a slimy piece of pumpkin pie. You know how I feel about pumpkin pie. It's slimy. Apple for me, please. Oh. Ashley is home for the holiday, and gosh, wasn't she gorgeous? I mean, that brown leather skirt, the fishnet stockings, and that Thanksgiving Day disco ball top. Yes, I would like my turkey with sequins, please. Harrison's obsession with Claire has got to stop. That has got to stop. We are like one scene short of him snipping a lock of her hair off. It's getting creepy. It was cute at first, but it's getting creepy. I really think that Kyle needs to set Harrison down and have a talk with him about this, but I know that he will not do that because Kyle loves it. Oh yeah. Kyle loves it because it's working. Ugh. Claire agreed to stop by the Abbott house for half an hour, just half an hour. And I think, she got guilted into staying a little longer, but I also think that she was lured in by the comfort. It was a good scene. And I think that the Abbott family is a family who is slightly more functional than her own. And, of course, as Kyle walked her to the front door as she was leaving, she stopped and she gave him a Thanksgiving. A little Thanksgiving peck. Yes, Claire. Now that she's slept with someone else, she is fully ready to get back together with Kyle. Good for her. Claire has officially had her pumpkin pie and ate it too. Oh, didn't Kane look cute in his dorky apron? His dorky Thanksgiving applique apron. Let the softening begin. Yeah, he's all poised for the Christmas miracle this year. He had more of a Thanksgiving miracle this year. I mean, he's all out of money. He's got the dorky apron on. He's got those watery blue eyes. And even Mother Amy has agreed to coexist with him. How can one resist? Plus, now Kane is caught between old love and new flame. Yes, I would say we are moving in a more productive direction. I like it. It's like the second Lily and Kane get close. They were together, actually talking things through and getting close. Then Phyllis comes along. And then flip it. The second Kane and Phyllis start to get close, Lily bumbles in. It's just perfect. I mean, I get this 100%. There are no questions that need to be asked. It's a great setup. I love it. I'm enjoying this a lot. Both of the women have sort of given Kane an ultimatum. They've both told him in different ways, you need to make a choice. Lily is saying, are you the kind of guy who is wanting to be sweet and nice? And sort of Phyllis is saying, well, or are you the kind of guy who is willing to get a little dirty? Yes. Oh, it's really like this. Does Kane want to be on the nice list this year? Santa's nice boy list? Or does he want to be on Santa's naughty list this year? I choose naughty. Oh, I choose naughty. See, that's my vote. I would love to know what you guys think. Do you want Kane to choose the nice list or the naughty list? That's a good question for the week. I mean, how could I not choose naughty after that round of, what was it, like Strip Truth or Dare that he was playing with Phyllis this week? Damn, Michelle Stafford. You are setting some unrealistic expectations for the rest of us. That body and that negligee. Why have we not been seeing that all along? It's like a secret she's been keeping under there. And you know what? I mean, I honestly, I feel like I have a brand new reason to be thankful this year after seeing all that good stuff. I'll tell you what, this year, Thanksgiving, I'm thankful that Phyllis has a hot new boyfriend and a story. Danny and Christine, you two crazy kids. You just go on and enjoy your Paris honeymoon. Go on, get out of here. You deserve it. Go have fun. I really can't think of two people who deserve it more. I'm just so enthralled with both of them. I just think they're adorable. They're nice. They're nice people. And I hope we see them again soon. It gives me the feel goods. Maybe around Christmas time we could see them again. You know, I thought this wedding was beautiful. I loved the rose petals that were being, you know, thrown at them as they spun away through the revolving door. It was lovely. The reception was lovely. The speeches were great. Except Phyllis's. But in all the right ways. You know, I really could not tell if Phyllis was being sarcastic or if she was being sincere. And I have a feeling maybe it was a little bit of both, because I think Phyllis cares a lot about saving face. I think in a way she just wanted everyone to see and believe that it was all water under the bridge. But Phyllis will always be jealous of Christine, always. Because Christine is so effortless, and Phyllis takes a lot of effort. But it was good. I especially loved Nina and Gina. Those two need to be in Genoa City more often. They're just so delightful, and I really loved them reminiscing. I mean, it was just right up my alley. I have a lot of affection for Gina's place. I mean, Gina's restaurant used to be the restaurant in town before the athletic club ever came along, but then Kevin burned it down. But yeah, I love Gina's place, and if you're reading my book, you know that. That was the original best restaurant in town when, you know, in my viewing, when I started viewing. And I just love Gina's no-nonsense attitude. I think she gives it to you straight. She's not going to mess around, and she's always been that way. But I also really, Gina, and then you've got Nina on the other end of it, because Nina's definitely going to give you no nonsense, but Nina's got this really great vulnerability. And, you know, having lost her son and everything, you know, you got to get that. I mean, Gina was like sister bear, ready to roar, and Nina was definitely a little bit of a wounded bird, but really being very strong. And she had a lot of vulnerability, but a lot of strength too. And I just thought those two women were really great. I thought Daniel and Tessa's song was very beautiful, and the way they were looking at each other the whole time. I mean, obviously they were going to seal it with a kiss. But I'm kind of wondering if you guys are liking it. That's the poll question I want to ask you for the week. Daniel and Tessa, I mean, it's not just one kiss anymore. It's multiple kisses. Are you liking it? Are you thinking like, okay, all right, bring it on? Or are you wanting them to back it off? YRChat.com. That's the poll question for the week. Dang, I didn't realize there was going to be a Thanksgiving kiss club. It was Daniel and Tessa and Claire and Kyle. You can't have too many pies. Who said it? I'm sure we can all kind of guess where said it. Where was it said? But who said it? You can never have too many pies. If you want to find out, you should go to yrchat.com. Well, let's take a look at your comments, starting with Astra, who says, I enjoyed watching the flashback of Danny and Christine's first wedding. I know they still do the dramatic music in the background nowadays, but sometimes I barely notice it. It may be just me, but I felt like the background music was louder back in the day, and I miss it. The music back in the day it probably was louder. The mixing probably was louder, because yeah, I feel like the music back in the day was more distinct. You really got that dramatic music back then. And today it might be a little more subtle, maybe letting the action lead as opposed to the music. But guys, I thought that the Danny and Christine wedding episode was supposed to be on Friday. So I made a special point to set up my TV antenna so I could get it on Friday. I flipped to it at 11 and there was football on. Darn it. I didn't realize it was Thanksgiving Day. I thought that the parade was on Thanksgiving Day. And they don't replay the classics on Paramount Plus as far as I know, or I can never find the classics there. So I didn't get to see it. That's a bummer. But I hope you guys did. Well, let's see. Phyllis and Kane. Hot or not? 61% of you say hot. I'm really glad that the majority of you are liking Phyllis and Kane, because it's fun to have a new couple that hasn't hooked up before, that's a little bit of a surprise, and where you're getting just some newness and some new heat. 39% not feeling it, but the majority is definitely there. Mary Ann says, I think Kane and Phyllis are hot together, but it won't last. Kane is in love with Lily. Looks like Lily is jealous of Kane and Phyllis, so she's softening toward him. Yeah, Marianne, I think you're right. Hot, but most likely won't last. Michelle voted not hot, saying, I really wanted it to be hot. I was excited for it, but I couldn't help pining for it to be Daniel Goddard, or Goddard. Maybe it's Goddard. I never have figured that out. Yeah. If you're still kind of missing him in the role of Kane, yeah, that would have been I never thought about that, but this, the previous Kane and Phyllis would have been a really hot couple too. Connie says, my mom is visiting. Saw Nikki and Victor on the TV and said, oh, you're watching your show. So I want to take this time to be thankful for my show and the enjoyment that Y&R brings to our lives, and take the opportunity for a shout out to Allie for giving us a fun forum for sharing and making this our show. Thanks, Allie. That's sweet. Thank you, Connie. I love that your mom was there and saw it on and just knew, like, oh, that's your show. Yeah. That's beautiful, and I'm really grateful for you guys too. I like having our community, our tight community, where it's like, we know you can go ahead and have your opinion, and and let it loose, and we kind of all respect each other because we all understand that it's with love for the show. So yes, thank you, Connie. Sharon W says, happy Thanksgiving to our chatter family. I'm thankful to have a safe and friendly place to enjoy reading others' comments and sharing my own comments too. Yeah, Sharon W. Occasionally I will flip onto something Y&R related and scroll down to the comments, and it's like, man, why are you guys all watching a show you don't seem to like? Like, every single comment is, I hate this, I hate that. And it's like, well, what do you like? And there's almost a sense of like, gee, you might get jumped on for saying you do like something. So I like that about Y&R Chat too, that it's also safe to like the show. A safe place where you can actually like the show that you're watching. Well, Kamna says, what would have made Y&R Thanksgiving even better? Number 1, Holden and Audra sharing a Thanksgiving cocktail and meal fit for the outcasts. Ooh, Kamna. Yeah, you're right. We didn't have any outcasts this year. We had Abbotts and Newmans and Winters. And is that it? I think so. No outsiders this year. Number 2, what would have made Y&R Thanksgiving even better? Kane showing up at Phyllis's door with a can of whipped cream and pumpkin pie. Oh, you're right. They parted on a ultimatum, and he has not yet made his choice. That would have been a good choice to make, or at least they could have spent the holiday together. Number 3, the Abbotts trying all the different pumpkin pies to find out how Sally fared. You know what, Kamna? Yeah. In a way, I feel like that was a cliffhanger left unresolved. I have no idea if Sally's pumpkin pie is truly as good as she said. And I don't think I'll ever know. Oh, but the number 4 thing that would have made Y&R Thanksgiving even better? No porch kissing for Claire and Kyle. I'll tell you what, I did not expect the porch kiss. She's been keeping him at arm's length for so long that I really did not think she was going to do that. And make no mistake, she's the one who initiated it. Gary says, I welcomed Kyle and Claire's Thanksgiving kiss. I know many chatters need Claire to be a vixen, or at least evil, but we've already had that. Haley Aaron is multifaceted, but to me, she's most appealing as a good girl with moxie. Call me old-fashioned. Yeah, you know what? And even like last week when Claire was calling Billy and seeming like she was getting ready to spoil Audra's secret, it was unattractive. Yeah, I like your description there. A good girl with moxie. That she would play that very well. But it does seem like so far she's a lot of one or the other. She's either super evil or super good, and maybe finding the balance in between is what we need. Sharon W. also loved the kiss between Claire and Kyle, saying no extra conversation was needed, only the loving look that she gave as she walked away. Yes, that's a good one. The kiss and then just a bye. Yeah, I like that. Russell says, yay, Ashley is home. I have always loved her. She is the strongest person who ever teetered on the edge of repeated and devastating mental breaks from reality. It was sweet to see all the Abbott kids together. It's rare. Yeah, Billy too. They were all there. It was a nice little hug that they had. I wanted to get a good screen cap of it, but like at first it was just Jack and Ashley and Tracy together, and then when Billy came in, he had crowded out the scene and you couldn't see the other characters, and I was like, darn, can't get a screen cap. But yeah, I mean, you don't normally see all 4 of John's kids there together. Yes, I know that Ashley isn't John's biological. Before you feel the need to tell me. Oh, let's go to LA. Victoria says, I can't wait for Victor to show up in LA. I love the promo with Victor walking in and saying Matt Clark menacingly. It'll be good to see those 2 actors go toe to toe. But Russell says, I'm appalled that Victor is lying to Nikki and Victoria about Noah, suggesting that they are having Thanksgiving dinner at the hospital when he knows Noah is missing. Omitting the truth is one thing, but downplaying it is far egregious. We know he won't be, but if Noah was found dead and Nikki found out Victor knew he was in trouble, he would be in trouble. And next week, I'll be damned. Matt Clark. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Victor was keeping an egregious secret. Yeah. Nikki should be used to that by now, though. Steven says, are Nick and Sharon just being used as bait for the real prize? Matt Clark. And speaking of bait, will Victor become the ultimate lure? That's interesting, Steven, because, yeah, what if the real idea was to flesh out Victor Newman for something? I mean, it doesn't even necessarily have to have anything to do with Matt Clark. There could be some other supervillain overseeing all of this, and it's all just baiting to get Victor here. Ooh. T. Nicole says, quick shout out to Victoria Newman. I think she looked beautiful. Yes. Sharon W. says, it seems like last year, Y&R actually showed people being served dinner at Crimson Lights. I always enjoyed seeing that and really thought that something was missing this year. Yeah, you're right. There was no crowd at Crimson Lights. It was just the preparatory stuff. And apparently they only have space for 4 volunteers. After all these years, I would think that that would have been a much bigger event and they could have used all the help they could get. Victoria says, Diane looked gorgeous today, beaming in the Abbott mansion. Her updo was so flattering. For a change of pace, she was in a fall print. It was also flattering. Diane looked like the lady of the manor. It's about time. You know what? I mean, I kept thinking the updo mostly only revealed her gray hair. Her colored hair was up. And I thought to myself, you know, it is so rare that we see anyone on the show. No one on the show has gray hair. And so it was kind of refreshing to see her there looking beautiful and gray or silver, really. And with her fall print, yeah, I thought Diane, honestly, in my opinion, wins the week. She won the week at the wedding with her blue sequin gown. And then she won the week at Thanksgiving with her updo and fall print. Just my opinion. Well, speaking of best and worst dressed, the fast fill in the blank of the week was best and worst dressed. So first I'm going to give you the best. Best dressed at the wedding was, well, Christine's reception dress got 2 votes. Christine's wedding gown got a vote. Christine and Danny just together got a vote. Lauren got 2 votes for best dress. What a gorgeous dress from Fenmore's Couture collection. Oh yeah, Lauren looked good. Gold. Yeah, I think it was gold, and she's always gorgeous. Best dressed, Amy and Lauren. Trying to think, Amy was fun at the wedding. Lauren, yes. Best dressed, Esther and Daniel. Yeah, nobody voted Gina. I liked Gina's like rose applique glittery suit. I thought that was nice too. Oh, okay, worst dressed at the wedding. Diane, perfectly awful. Worst dressed, Tracy. I'm sorry, Aunt Tracy, but you're so much more beautiful than a black drape. Worst dressed, Phyllis Summers. Yeah, I mean, I think she wore her coat the whole time. Worst dressed, Nina. Worst dressed, Daniel's tuxedo. But oh my goodness, the worst dressed by far with 3 votes, Christine's wedding dress. Ooh, we're brutal. Quick shout out to Stephen and Justin, who will be unwrapping the F&F signed edition number 6 this Christmas. Congratulations. That's going to be a nice little gifty gift for Christmas morning. Hopefully you haven't seen it yet, and then you'll unwrap it, and that'll be the first time you're viewing it. So thank you guys so much. If anyone else is interested in picking up a signed edition of the Fauna and the Flora, you can go to restlessforest.com. And I also want to give out a shout out to Marianne, who messaged me this week saying she is listening to the audiobook on Audible, which is how I'm listening to, and I got it for 99 cents. I don't know if you've never had an Audible subscription before, you can still get that for 99 cents, but I don't know how long they're going to be running that deal for. Kathy also got her signed copy of the book and is ready to dig into the book club discussion, which is really nice. I posted my F&F chat for Act 4 on Friday, and that is very exciting because that is the act where the gala happens. An unforgettable gala. And that means there's only one more act to go if you're reading along with me. So the end is near. And it's going to be a good one. It will be a cliffhanger you will not ever forget. So if you want to see, all of my videos are on my other YouTube channel, Restless Forest Books. That's where the book club videos are. And then also there's the Facebook group if you want to chat there. You just look it up, Restless Forest Books. And I've been picking up a bunch of new readers too who are not familiar at all with Y&R. So that's really exciting. I'm telling you guys, the weather is cold outside, but F&F is hot right now. And I had better get going because we are in the middle of getting a lot of snow. And I always, the one thing I am just not prepared for is power outage. I got plenty of food, plenty of water, and I do have a gas heater in the garage, but I'm just always nervous whenever there's a storm that I'm going to lose power because then I won't have heat and electricity, and it's just very uncomfortable. So I'm conserving energy for the moment. I'm like, I better get Y&R Chat done so that it's done just in case the power goes out. But this really has been a wonderful week. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I am also so very grateful for you. I'm grateful for this particular moment in time because it's been a hard year and there's been some difficult things that have happened. You know, I talked to you guys about my dad, and he's okay. He's really he needs to stay in the house. He's fairly housebound at this point, but he's doing his best to keep his spirits up. And I went and saw him. We had Thanksgiving together, and he's doing what he can. And so it feels like a little bit of a calm in the middle of the storm. So this feels like a period where it's okay to be happy. It's okay to be creative, and we'll deal with the harder stuff when it comes. That's life, right? But for right now, I feel really grateful for this moment in time. I feel grateful for you guys and for the opportunity to continue to be able to be creative here and to be able to keep chatting with you here. So if you want to go to the website at yrchat.com, that's a really good place to leave comments for me. You can see the polls. You can see some of the beautiful Thanksgiving photos I got. I didn't get the family, but I got a really cool photo of the dining table with the pies and everything. That's a keeper for Thanksgivings forever. And we will be back next week with an all-new chat and an all-new week of shows. 5 days. 5 days of shows. That's what I need. Not 3, 5. Not parades, not college football. 5 days a week of Y&R is what I need. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye.